Okay, this is May 13th. This is a Charter Revision Commission special meeting, and we'll call that to order. I'll just take a quick moment or two to talk about what you have on item B, which is your election of officers. We do need a chair, a vice chair, and a recording secretary. So this is the time to get back to the people who didn't make it tonight.
I agree.
But if anybody wants a position, that would be greatly appreciated, so we can just move forward. So at this time, I would ask, and if you don't mind, I'll take the minutes for tonight's meeting, and that way you're all set. So the idea is that we're looking for a person who would like to be the chair. I've asked to take nominations for chair at this time.
I'll nominate Paul Sweet. I'll second that.
All right, so let's see if we got this. Who seconded? Lynn. Are there any other nominations for chair? Okay. Hearing none, entertain a motion to close out the nominations for chair.
Move to close nominations. Second.
All in favor of closing out nominations for chair, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. All in favor of Paul Sweet being chair, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Who gets to tell them? All right, now we're looking for a vice chair. In case the chair cannot be there, obviously the vice chair would run the meeting, so I entertain a motion for nominations for vice chair.
I nominate myself, Trev Harmon.
I'll second.
So you, Lynn?
Me again, yeah, me again.
All right. Are there any other nominations for vice chair? Hearing none, entertain a motion to close nominations for vice chair.
Me again.
And who second?
Me again.
All in favor of closing nominations, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor of Trav being vice chair, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Next up, we need a recording secretary. Anybody interested in being recording secretary? Donald John.
I'd like to nominate Bob Smith.
No point in that, I'll be out after the service.
I'll do it. Thank you.
So let's see, you're going to nominate yourself, Lynn?
I'll nominate Lynn.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Any other nominations for recording secretary? Hearing none, entertain a motion to close.
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor of Lynn being recording secretary, say aye.
Aye.
Excellent. All right, so what you have in front of you is the next item here for establishing a schedule of meetings. This is very intricate. It has to do with the state statute. So what we did was I worked with this and I went to the town clerk to verify the dates. You probably want to check. The original one had 5/25. It's then changed to 5/26 because that is a holiday. I'll look it over. So for acceptance, you'd have to, again, you may be able to modify it in the future if you need to for some other reasons, but this is your guideline for now. I would ask for anybody who's interested to make a motion to accept the presented proposed calendar.
I just have one question.
Sure.
So what is the last date that these can actually be approved before it has to go on the November ballot?
You see it right there. It'll be, take a look towards the final amendments must be approved by the Board of Selectmen by 9/8. And then, of course, it goes to the town clerk and then,
Okay.
yep.
So we have a little bit of wiggle room?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
The idea is, this is a suggested calendar which you may modify, but there is a cutoff to go to the state.
And that's it?
Yep.
Okay.
My big question is this, I see on July 27th, and literally a week later, August 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason why we're not doing the 20th of July?
I think there's a separation based on the state statute. Yeah, these are very carefully drafted out. I think by the, and I'll just be, blunt here, I think by the second public hearing, after that, you pretty much got it narrowed down to what you want. You want to have the attorney look over everything as well. By the way, just so you know, I asked the attorney for assistance if we needed, and he would be able to do that. The issue would be, and I think the next item here would be talking about the possibilities. So let's say a possibility could be you looking for a town administrator or a town manager. The issue would be that requires a lot of detailed changes to your charter. So that's why the attorneys, I asked the attorney, hey look, I'll just give you the hypothetical. If you wanted to have a town manager, and that would have to include still either a town selectman or a town council, and how many would you have? And all that documentation has to be transferred into the charter. So that's why it's a lot of work that they would have to do.
On September 4th, isn't the town hall closed?
Is that a holiday on there? Is that Friday?
That's Friday.
Well, you could change that to the 3rd. Of course, you know me, I don't mind opening it up just for you guys, but that's fine.
Well, this doesn't look like it's a meeting, it's more of just a procedural one, but since
Mhm.
the town hall is closed.
Yeah, you can change that right now if you want to the 3rd.
Make a motion?
Yeah, if you want to make the motion to accept as with that one modification.
I'll make a motion to accept as with the modification on September 4th to modify to September 3rd for submission to this state. To approve the question, yeah.
We need to change the 25th to...
And the new one that I gave you should say the 26th.
Yep.
Yep. So that's on there, so you,
Okay.
yep.
So that's what I'm okay. I'll second Travis' motion to change the date to September 3rd.
And then accept the rest of it.
Yep.
Any other discussion on that item? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you. All right, with that said, it's public participation time. Anybody here wish to speak for anything that is available for open discussion? I know next week you're going to have the public hearing anyway, so that if you think of something that would be helpful. And at that, I would ask you to take a look at what we proposed to you. I did think I sent that out to everybody, which is the proposal list. This is just what we came up with different people over the last few months, and things that have been talked about before. You can always add more to this, but I would suggest one thing before we close up tonight. If it's a large impact change, we have to have help with the attorney. If it is multiple items on there, I wouldn't go wild because now we're talking about this going on to the November ballot. We did one before, I don't know, I had one years ago that was at 14 questions. It was too much. But if you consider that when you're talking about these items and what you'd like to do, definitely think about narrowing the scope down. You're not going to take all these items on here. All right, with that, entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. One more thing. You are a member of a board. I would ask you to do one thing. Why don't you grab the mics in front of you, pull it as close as you can get it, and turn it on. Just do it. Pretty much, almost that close.
It's on.
Yeah. Because the bottom line is we want the public to be able to hear us and what's going on, and that's why we have this new system. But it's also when anything's being taped, it also helps when you're that close so they can actually get it on tape. So if I'm like that later on, you're not going to hear that one further away. All right, guys, thank you.
Okay, you've got the minutes.
You're doing the minutes.
I got the minutes for that one.